Hey, Chloe. I saw you shaking a drink. That's the best thing.
What now?
I saw you shaking that drink. It's the best thing blondes can do.
Thank you.
Well guys, December is finally here. It has been for about 13 days now, so in usual Chris fashion, we'll be kicking off the holiday season a little late this month, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to go all out. Because this video is going to be the first episode of a series of videos I'll be posting for the next 12 days leading up to Christmas. I stole this idea from good friend Anna Marie, who does her 12 Days of ChrisMas every year, but while I am stealing her idea, I wanted to come up with my own name. Something unique. Something me. So for the past 8 months, I've been brainstorming non-stop, and I've decided to call this series the 12 Days of ChrisMas. Because Chris is my name, so it's ChrisMas. Will I be able to keep up with 12 videos, 12 days in a row? No. I guess I won't, because we've already ran into some copyright issues, something I haven't ran into in a very long time, and for whatever reason, now I am. So some videos that were supposed to go in certain places aren't going to be there anymore, and because of that, it screwed me up a bunch. So while we're not going to hit every single day of the 12 Days of ChrisMas, we're still going to, for these next 12 days, try and pump out as many videos as we can. So, for the rest of this video, whenever you hear 12 Days of ChrisMas, just take that with a big fat grain of salt. While today's video isn't necessarily Christmas themed, don't worry, there will be plenty of them, plus some long-awaited collabs and lots of fun all around. And no matter what, every Monday will be a more business as usual video if all that stuff isn't your thing. You fucking baby. So with all that out of the way, today we're going to be taking another look at Undercover Boss. I wanted to cover this show again, specifically because of the episode we're going to be looking at today. You will see why in a second. Also, in light of recent events, I figured why not cover a show centering around CEOs trying to build their image by getting their hands dirty with the middle class. Whether that's in good or bad taste on my part. But now that we got all of that out of the way, let's take another look at Undercover Boss.
Twin Peaks is a rustic-themed sports bar that has 40 locations across America and brings in more than $100 million in annual revenue.
Now you may be thinking, Chris, Hooters, now Twin Peaks? You just want to see some babes with some cleave. And no, that's not it, okay? I have a good reason. Play the clip.
Sitting at the top of this casual dining empire and its 3,000 employees is one man.
These girls
They look great together.
Yeah.
I'm Randy DeWitt, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Twin Peaks Restaurant. So my friend Colby Brooks used to own Hooters, and he sold the company. 6 months later, called me up and said, I'm admiring what you guys are doing and would like to buy a large territory to develop Twin Peaks in the Southeast.
That's right, we get a crossover with the ex-CEO of Hooters that we saw last episode, and whenever I can do a time between shows or episodes, trust I will. I think at this point, after selling Hooters, he's either an investor or even a co-owner of Twin Peaks. He just can't get enough of this shit.
While undercover, I'll be posing as Eric West, an aspiring entrepreneur competing to win funding to start his own business.
And so far, we haven't seen much of what's coming, but I can already see that the disguises, they have upped their game from season 1. Thank God. They should have done that to Colby last episode.
The Twin Peaks girls are very important to the restaurant.
All right.
They have to be playful, energetic, attentive, knowledgeable, and sexy.
Also, I like how at least this guy is pretty honest about what this restaurant is. With Hooters, they were trying to make it sound like it was all about the beer and the TVs. Now, if you guys have been following the channel or even my social media for some time, you're probably familiar with my biological son, Bucky. As he makes his way into old age, one thing I've struggled with is finding the right food for him. Most healthy food is either not very pleasant, or it's a hassle to store and prepare, but that's where Sundays for Dogs comes in. Sundays for Dogs uses nutritious, human-grade ingredients in their food, meaning even a human could eat it. Not me, I will not do that. Andy King, I'll let Andy King take the reins on that one. Their ingredients are comprised of 90% meat and 10% superfoods with no junk or preservatives. And what's great is they do all this while being a mess-free and convenient as kibble, because Sundays is air-dried, similar to beef jerky, meaning you can store and serve it right out of your pantry. And what's great is Sundays was founded by a veterinarian who also struggled with trying to find nutritious dog food that's just as convenient as kibble, but without all the junk. I've been feeding Bucky this stuff for a few weeks now, and he loves it. So if you'd like to try out Sundays for yourself, head on over to sundaysfordogs.com/ChrisJames. Use code ChrisJames for 50% off your first order. I hope you guys do check them out. I want to thank Sundays for sponsoring, and now back to the video.
Hi, Scotty, how are you? Scott, Jimbo. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Pretty good.
I saw the episode when Colby was CEO of Hooters, and things did not go well at all.
Go! Woo, doggy. Who doesn't want to spend the rest of the afternoon with me?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Colby's just trying to flip-flop investing in different restaurants just so he can collect Undercover Boss episodes like Infinity Stones. So the CEO of this episode, Randy, is also getting a pretty good disguise. They're even gonna go through the lengths of dyeing his hair, so good on them.
Oh my god! It's so weird. You look younger.
When she says younger, I think she means more like how Chris Angel looks younger, and the way that he looks like a younger presenting 55-year-old, not an actual young person, where it's just an off-putting look altogether.
Hi, how are you?
Are you Marissa?
Yes, I am. I'm a server here at Twin Peaks, so I'll be taking you through what I do on a daily basis here. You ready?
I am.
Eric, he gives you a robot vibe. Like, it feels like you want to do the robot when you talk to him.
You gotta spray yourself. It's called Pure Seduction, but I think it's called Pure Erection because it smells freaking amazing.
Okay, she needs to be careful spraying that much of it that close to the kitchen because one of those burners kicks on and...
We have 15 girls on the floor today, and we will go by the ranking today. First pick today is Desiree.
They base you on your hair, on your makeup, on your looks, on your fitness, on attitude, things like that. So they pretty much tell you if you're low in ranking, then you look like Chewbacca or something.
This ranking system is insane. Imagine going into your job in the morning, your coffee hasn't even kicked in yet, and they're just like, oh, Chris, not your best. 7th. And Randy, I don't even know how this is possible, but you're 47th? We only have 13 people on staff today.
I created this performance-based ranking system to empower the girls, but this is not what it's all about.
Oh my god, when I saw he was upset, I thought it was going to be because they have a ranking system, but no, he made the ranking system. He's just upset like, I thought they'd like it. Who in the world could have guessed that implementing a ranking system amongst your waitstaff in a restaurant like this would have these kinds of issues?
What can I get for you today?
I would like a plain cheeseburger, no onions.
Pizza?
Smokehouse burger with no onions.
What is going on with the no onions?
Well, it's in the family.
Is it a breath thing?
So we're going to see this a lot in this episode, where it's obvious they edited these interactions to make things seem way more awkward than they actually are. Like these dudes just going nonverbal when he talks, almost like a kid having to tug on the waitress's shirt because what do I do? The man talked to me. It's also like they just had their fucking blinders on talking to her the whole time. So when Randy finally talked, they were just like, holy shit, where'd you come from? Have you been here the whole time?
It's been a little surprising for me how rusty my skills are.
This just in, CEO doesn't know how to talk to people who make less than 100K a year. Also, random thought I just had, it's funny in light of recent events thinking there's a good chance any of the people featured in this entire show's run are trying to get into protective custody right now as we speak.
All right, guys, welcome to Twin Peaks. How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Doing good. Man, those are some incredible tats.
Man, those are some cool tats. How many people have you killed?
Marissa's an excellent schmoozer, but I'm a guy. And I don't know what to say to these guys to make them feel good about themselves. You guys work at a tattoo shop or something?
Look, I don't think it's the fact that you're a guy and these are also guys that is making this awkward. I think you just don't know how to talk to anyone at this point.
Look at those delicious cheese sticks.
Did you stack those yourself?
No, you don't want me touching your food, trust me.
He doesn't mean that.
That came out wrong.
I get a lot of questions about my tats. Like, they call me fire crotch.
They call you what now?
Fire crotch, because I have flames coming out of my...
Okay.
These guys are gonna lose their fucking appetites. First he was like, you don't want me touching your food. Like, why not? And then she goes, yeah, they call me fire crotch. Like, can we get another fucking server, please? And can fucking highlights not be there either?
One little thing I did not like about Marissa. She has a potty mouth.
Now, it's not necessarily that she swears a lot. It's the shit she says while also being vulgar. She's saying some freaky shit.
I learned, was it you who taught me how to do it? Slurp that. I tried barbecuing the other day. So bad.
This is more of that editing I was talking about because they totally edited in that guy to make a oh face when she says she fucked up her barbecue. Because when you think about these guys that are coming into this restaurant to have a drink and oogle and ogle at these girls, who's gonna give a shit if she swears?
These guys right here, you gotta talk dirty to them. They like when you talk dirty. They're like really weird ass people.
Imagine those two innocent guys haven't done anything at all, haven't even ordered drinks or apps, and your waitress is looking over at you like, see those guys? Those guys are fucking freaks. And you're just sitting there like,
You get a lot of creepers. You get a lot of people that come in here that want to take you home, give you offers to sleep with you, that want to hang out. Yeah, dude.
God.
Be surprised.
I've always known that a customer might cross the line, but it might be happening more than I even realized.
alright, I stand corrected. This guy may be more naive than Colby was with Hooters because he's literally setting up this restaurant, a beacon for creeps, and then is like, man, why are there so many creeps in here? So day one, as usual, we learned a lot needs to be fixed, and because Randy sucks so much, he needs to call in backup from Colby, ex-CEO of Hooters, Undercover Boss alum. No clue how on earth he is considered big guns. I'm assuming it was just a lot easier, him already being in Randy's contacts, but I can't imagine otherwise what he is bringing to the table.
Oh, it's the beans, isn't it? Is he making them eat beans?
What are you talking about? What does that even mean?
I just want to see that our training's effective, and I need someone who's willing to go in there undercover and cross the line. Okay. And I think you're the right guy for the job. I know it's a lot to ask.
It's so fucking funny that it's not necessarily Colby is the big guns. It's more so Randy being like, I need someone who can be such a fucking creep, and I know Colby's the man for the job. And Colby's just like, oh, gee, I don't think I like that. You said that at all.
I think you better do your beard yourself.
And I like how they did all of this in Randy's hotel room on their own. Like, the show would not approve the budget for hair and makeup one more time on this episode. What if Colby goes to the wrong restaurant to do this and just gets thrown out like Jazz?
This is Chloe. Hi.
Eric West.
Eric West. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Chloe. Nice to meet you. You're about to have a terrible fucking day. I'm sorry. Not only is she on Undercover Boss right now, but she's about to be on the most uncomfortable episode of What Would You Do as well.
So basically, whenever a guest sits down at our bar, you say, can I get you a dirty blonde or a naughty brunette?
I gotta say, Colby pulls off this look a little too well. I think this is just what he was meant to look like.
I got a little mental phobia thing going on. I've had 3 blonde ex-wives. Can I get a brunette?
It's about to get real uncomfortable.
Hi.
You're not near as attractive as Chloe. Hey, Chloe. I saw you shaking a drink. That's the best thing.
What now?
I saw you shaking that drink. It's the best thing blondes can do.
Thank you.
After all of this, Colby whispers over to Randy like, okay, Randy, so when do you want me to start?
Can I get some cheese sticks?
Sure.
The brunette won't even talk to me, so she's
Oh, I'm
maybe
sorry.
less intelligent.
Doesn't seem mean girls.
Y'all find this intelligent conversation?
Why are you listening? Why are you listening?
Well, you guys are talking loud enough for me to hear, so I'm just listening.
Okay, you know what? I can't take this. My name is Colby Brooks. You're on Undercover Boss. Hey, man, what are you doing? I'm doing the show. I'm doing the review. No, this isn't your episode. This is mine. You had your time. Let me have mine. Also, you're fucking ruining everything.
No, I think you need
I'll
to
take
leave.
that beer off. All right.
I'm so happy because I just saw our training in action.
I guess I need to find a new watering hole.
So day 2 is a success, and I think if we learned anything, it's that Colby is a little too good at all of that. For day 3, Randy's going to be shadowing a bar back, which is essentially the guy whose job it is to do all of the grunt work and keep the bar stocked and running efficiently. I can only assume this is when we're going to get our mandatory Undercover Boss breaking of glassware.
Oh, dang. I'm not sure if Eric has any restaurant experience. Sorry. My bad. This guy's already broken like 2 mugs. It's crazy.
I love how this is the nicest dude in the world, and even he's like, man, this dude fucking sucks.
I don't want that door to open and somebody... Watch out!
You're fired.
Look, I know Randy doesn't have much, if not any, restaurant experience, but man, this shit is not that hard for him to be messing up that bad. It being season 5 though, I'd imagine the show tells them to really hone it in on this kind of thing and encourage them to be useless. Even more than normal as a CEO. Because he's on what has got to be broken glass number 8 at this point.
Oh, look at that ass.
So I break a beer mug, and I knew it was up to me to get it fixed.
Kill. That bottom one is messed up.
But I noticed the Twin Peaks girls didn't lift a finger to try to help.
Alright, seeing the way that these girls treat him, I can see why he was so eager to have some dumb donkey shadowing him that he can shit on. He's been waiting for this.
Where are you going to school?
Right across the street here at the Art Institute. Going for animation, man.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I just like making up characters, you know, character development, storytelling.
Uh-huh.
You know, I probably wouldn't make a whole lot of money doing it, but it's just something I want to do. If I could make a living making cartoons, like, that would be a dream job.
I think this guy may be sniffing out the Undercover Boss thing here because he is giving his whole life story to this supposed trainee. He's giving his whole school story and everything.
You ready to have some fun with me?
I hope so. I hope it's fun.
What we're gonna do today, we're gonna mix a meatloaf together.
Who the fuck is going to Twin Peaks for meatloaf?
Being in the back of the house, it's a lot more crowded than I thought it would be. You know, when you look at a design on paper, you forget to draw in where all the bodies are.
Guys coming through.
Seems like we could use a little more space in here.
Yes. I would love to see some more space back here.
Okay, 2 for 2 with them sniffing out the show here. I think everyone in this place, but the bartenders, knew Undercover Boss was coming today because they might have been a little nicer if they did. But yeah, at this point, she's just like complaining about shit they've been probably telling the managers for months.
And I need you to mix this really, really good for me.
My fingers are feeling like they're stuck in the snow or something.
Oh, no, you ain't seen nothing
That's
yet.
not okay. My fingertips are going numb. I couldn't believe how painful that was. Brenda, can't we use a mixer for this?
No.
Yeah, if only we had a brand new food processor. Specifically this one, I printed it out from online. That'd be perfect.
What's going on in your life?
My husband, we've been married for 21 years. He's a sick man, and I take care of him to make sure he's all right.
What's wrong with him?
He has congestive heart failure, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. He's had cancer. He's had 15 surgeries.
After talking to Brenda, whew, what a fucking yapper. So now after Randy's got to experience working in multiple restaurants, it's time for the Undercover Boss sit down where he sits down with various employees he spent time with throughout the episode and decides the minimum amount of money they have to give for the company to get additional tax breaks. But before that, last interruption of the program, I swear, if you've ever thought, man, Chris, what a guy. I wish I could see just how small he is in person, and possibly meet him, well, you're in luck. Because January 18th, 2025, in Brooklyn, New York, you can come see me, Andy King, Gunner TV, Gabby Bell, Anna Marie Forcino, and Chad live on stage for the YouTube Happy Hour doing God knows what he won't tell us and we sign contracts. Tickets are on sale now. I will leave them in the description down below. Come see us. It'll be a blast. But anyways, let's get back to show and see what's going to happen on show. So oftentimes in this show, there's always a bad guy. Like last episode, it was the manager that made the waitresses eat beans. I forgot his name. It wasn't Ryan. I know that for sure. This is Jimbo. Jimbo. I forgot about that. My mind's been occupied with the name Pret lately. But it was starting to sound like maybe it was going to be Marissa because of her swearing. That's it.
You know what I'd like to do is give you $5,000.
Really?
But there's going to be a string attached.
No cursing?
Okay?
I'm going to give you $5,000. You just have to stop swearing. Holy shit! Sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like it's always $5,000 that they give. That's it. Or they also donate to a charity of their choosing, which I'd be like, oh.
I think you're the finest barback in the company.
Whoa, really? That means a lot coming from you,
Okay, don't start celebrating. I've only met one.
How much do you owe in student loans right now?
Like, so far, I think $53,000.
Oh, holy shit. I don't know if we can... Okay, how about this? We take that $53,000, we knock that 5 off, and replace it with a 4, and then we take that 3 and we'll replace that with a 7. And Kit, what I'm trying to say here is we're going to give you $5,000.
I'm going to make sure you don't have to pay that loan back. All $53,000 of it. We're going to have a Twin Peaks Heart of the House Employee of the Month. So we could have a little pin that signified that you were an employee of the month of the heart of the house, but I'm gonna need some help designing that pin. I think you're the perfect man for the job, Kale.
Thank you, thank you.
And we're gonna pay you for that too.
Whoa.
I want our marketing department to know what you're capable of.
Holy shit, I would be so pissed if I was Marissa, because I'm pretty sure she also mentioned she has school to pay for, and she only got $5,000 because she swears, and this guy got his tuition fucking taken care of, and has another kind of job where he gets to do graphic design for the company and get paid for that too. Next, he's gonna sit with Chloe, and I really hope she gets some retribution for what she had to go through with Colby.
Earlier this year, there was a calendar shoot in Colorado, right?
Yes,
And you tried out for that.
I did.
You're gonna be on the cover.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That is going to be the cover of the Twin Peaks calendar next year.
Yeah, this one's from my bathroom. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. I'm gonna take this back.
And you're gonna get paid for all this. It's a pretty cool deal.
And we're going to give you $47,000, which is $5,000 less than what we gave Kale for his schooling, and the leftover money we were going to give Marissa until we learned she was a fucking potty mouth.
Oh, hello. How are you, Robert? If that's your real name.
How did she remember his name if he was just some random shitty customer?
I'm gonna give you your biggest tip probably ever. I'm gonna match his 15. I'm gonna give you 15,000 as well.
Poor Marissa, man. Since her, they have given collectively over $100,000 worth of benefits to the next two people, and we still have one more to go.
Brenda, the way you handle yourself in the kitchen, cooking with love.
Are you ready to have some fun with me?
I hope so. I hope it's fun.
We are going to create a Heart of the House Employee of the Month, and you're the very first recipient of that award, Brenda.
Thank you.
And Brenda, what comes with Employee of the Month is one free meal voucher that you can use one time that month. Oh my god, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Yep. Was that it? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think we're done here.
You told me about your husband, and he has health problems right now.
He may have to have another surgery.
I'm just gonna give you $25,000.
Too bad that surgery is probably at least 10 times more expensive than that. Like, they're still going to be drowning in medical debt till they die, but hey, it's better than $5,000. But damn, Twin Peaks must have been doing well at this point, unless the network helps out with this kind of stuff later on, but regardless, they really dished it out this time. So after sitting down with everyone and blessing them with more than they've ever dreamed of, not you, Marissa, it's time to follow up and see how everyone's been doing in the week since. Well, just about everyone's got a happy ending. Well, guys, that was Undercover Boss. Once again, I hope you did enjoy. As always, if you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos just like this. Once again, tickets for the YouTube happy hour are below, as are links to just about everything else. Another reminder, merch is on sale, 10% off, site-wide until Christmas, so go check that out, chrisjames.shop. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of the 12 Days of Christmas. There, I said it, I have to do it.